Right, hi, good morning everyone. So today we'll be doing January 2023, number 6. And number 6 is majorly shapes, answering shape type of questions, right? So let's read the question. The diagram below shows a scale drawing of a running track. It consists of a rectangle and two semicircles with diameter Ln and MP. The length of Ln and MP are equal and LM and NP is 98. They said, show the total length of the running track. Now, total length means distance around, and when you hear distance around, the first thing that's supposed to pop into your head is perimeter, right? Another word for perimeter of a circle is also known as circumference, right? So let us first look at this. So from L to M is 98. So we already know this. This is 98, and then from N to P is 98. So let's write that down. Right? Length of just have this on the side. Length of LM is equals to 98 meters. Right? Length of NP is also 98 meters. Right? Now, if we use two semicircles, so two semicircles would give you one circle. If you were to join it up, it would be one circle. So when we join up these two circles at the side here, that's the one circle. So basically, we are finding the perimeter of a circle, which is also known as the circumference. Now, a formula that you need to remember, right, and I'll write that down because it'll be hard for me to, right, so we are finding the circumference of a circle. Now, the circumference of a circle is equal to, let me write this down, is equal to 2 pi r or pi by diameter. Now, pi is a constant, right, which is always equals to 22 over 7, right? 2 radius, that is half of, so if I'm going to draw a circle, let me just show you guys. Ooh, erase that. So if I have a circle here, right, the distance from one side of a circle to the next side, going through the center, it must go through the center of the circle, okay guys? Going through the center of a circle is known as your diameter. So let's say this is the center of the circle. It must be going through the center. So your diameter is from one side of a circle going through the center to meet another side of the circle. This is known as your diameter. This is too big. Right? This is your diameter. Your radius is basically half your diameter. So if we were to look at another circle here, right, I'm just going to make this the center. It may not be the center, guys, but, right, my radius would be from one side of the circle to the center. So this here is my radius, which is r. So you can either use 2 pi r or 2 pi by diameter. They already gave you the diameter. They told you that the diameter of the circle is 49, right? So if we're going to put this formula, it's going to be, for the circumference of the circle, it would be pi by diameter, where pi is equals to 22 over 7, and the diameter of the circle is equals to 49. So it's going to be 22 over 7 multiplied by 49 over 1. 7 into 7, 1, 7 into 49, 7. 22 by 7 is equal to 154 meters, right? So if we want the total length, this would be your 98 here, 98 plus our next 98 plus 154, which is the distance around these two circles. From M to P and then L to N, the total length would be 154. And when we add up this, you are going to get 350. 350 meters. And they just told you, the question says, show that the total length of the running track is 350. This is how you would do it. You find the length of the length of NP is 98. The length of LM is 98. We know the two semicircles or semicircles is one circle. They gave you the diameter, which is one side of the circle to the next side going through the center. Right, so we know formula. Circumference of the circle is also known as, let me put this, perimeter. So they don't really say perimeter of a circle, they say circumference of a circle, right? The perimeter of a circle or circumference of a circle is 2 pi r or diameter, pi by diameter. We are going to use pi by diameter because they already gave us the diameter. Right, so it's 22 over 7 multiplied by 49 over 1. When we multiply, use a calculator if you have to, is 154. So your total length would be the 154 plus 98 plus 98, which is 350. And that is how you would do 6 part A. Okay, so this part number 2, or part 2, says Nathan walks on constant rate of 1.4 meters per second. Right, that's 1.4 m/s means 1.4 meters per second, or you could say 1 second is equals to 1.4 meters, right? Now calculate the time it will take him to walk 7 laps around the track. Now, first off, we know that 1 lap from above, or from the first part of the question, 1 lap is equal to 350 meters. We want to find out how much would be 7 laps. 7 laps would be 350 multiplied by 7, which is equal to 2,450 meters. That is for 7 laps. Now, there are 2 ways you can do the next part of the question. You can either set speed is equals to distance over time, and you put exactly, they told you the speed. They said your speed or your constant rate is 1.4, right? Your distance is 2,450, and we're trying to find out time, so we'll leave time as t. So we could say 1.4 is equal to 2,450 divided by t. We're going to make t the subject, carry across, divide by t first. This will be multiplied by t. So it's t by 1.4 is equal to 2,450. And then you carry across the 1.4, which is t is equal to 2,450 divided by 1.4. Right? If you do that, 2450 divided by 1.4 is equal to 1750 seconds. Okay, let me erase this and put it. This is equals to 1750 seconds. All right, this is the first way to do it. The next way to do it is, remember I said 1.4 meters per second means 1 second is 1.4 meters. We are trying to find time, so seconds would be on your right hand side. So you can say if 1.4 meters is equal to 1 second, then 1 meter would be 1 divided by 1.4. And therefore, we're trying to find what was the distance? 2,450. Therefore, 2,450 meters would be 1 divided by 1.4 multiplied by 2,450. If you do this on your calculator, you'll get the same answer as 1750 seconds. Everything is seconds on this side. And this would be your answer. Okay, part B says, Tafari runs one lap of the track in 68 seconds. So we can say that. We know one lap is equals to 68 seconds. Determine the number of laps Tafari can complete in 1 hour running the same speed. Now, if we look at this, our units for time is different. We have 68 seconds and we have 1 hour. So it's either you can do two of the things. You can convert this 1 hour to seconds, or we can convert this 68 seconds to hours. I would more convert the 1 hour to seconds. So we know 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, right? And 60 minutes, not 60 minutes, what am I saying? 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So because we know that, then we could say 60 minutes would be 60 seconds multiplied by 60 minutes, which is equals to 3,600, right? Which is also, instead of 60 minutes, is also known as 1 hour. So we are trying to find for 3,600 seconds. So let's do the if then therefore. If 68 seconds is equals to 1 lap, then 1 second is equals to 1 divided by 68, and therefore 3,600 seconds is equals to 1 over 68 multiplied by 3,600 over 1, right? Let's do that. That's 3,600 divided by 68, which is 52.94 laps. Now, obviously, there's no such thing as 0.94 laps. So when they ask you for the number of laps, we do not approximate this because we cannot say that 0.94 is 1 lap. So because 0.94 laps does not exist, or there's no such thing as 0.94 laps, right? We just say they completed 52 laps in 3,600 seconds. And that is how you would do this question. Again, 0.94 is not a completed lap. Hence, we cannot count it as 1 lap. So you do not approximate it. You would not approximate 52.94, right? We want to know what is completed laps because they ask you how many, determine the number of laps Tariq completed. He did not complete, that 0.94 is not a completed lap, so we will not count it as 1, so it's just 52 laps. Nathan completes running 1 lap of the track every 72 seconds. So we're talking about Nathan, and we're comparing him to Tafari. So Nathan, put this in black. Nathan is how much just now? Nathan is 72 seconds for 1 lap. So Nathan, 1 lap is equals to 72 seconds, right? Tafari is 1 lap is equals to 68 seconds, right? That's from what they said above. They didn't say it in this question, but they said it in this question that Tafari takes 68 seconds to run 1 lap, right? So we're just gonna put that so far. Nathan completes running 1 lap of the track every 72 seconds. Tafari and Nathan starts running at the same time from point L on the track. Each completed a number of laps on the track. Calculate, now this is the part, the least number of laps that each will complete before they are both at the same point. Now, if you Don't remember, if they ask you the least, let's put L. Common, they want the common point, right? So they want to find the lowest common, and I'll just put M. So basically, they're asking you for the lowest common multiple of 72 and 68. So when they say calculate the least number of laps that each will complete before they're both at the same point, we want the lowest common, and you can put multiple, right? The lowest common multiple of 72 and 68, right? And that will tell you how many seconds, right? So let us, we're going to find the LCM of 72 and 68. And we know when we're finding the LCM, we only use prime numbers outside here, which is 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 17. Right, we'll stop at 17. If we need bigger numbers, we'll go. So the first one, can 2 go into these both numbers? Yes, 2 could go into 72 36 times, and 2 could go into 68 34 times. Then 2 could go into those two numbers again, so you use 2 again. That is 18 and 17. 2 could go into 18 9 times. 2 could go into 17. Cannot, so you bring down the 17. Now 2 cannot go into these numbers, so the next number you'll use is, we'll look at is 3. Can 3 go into these numbers? Yes, 3 could go into at least 1. So 3 could go into 9 3 times, and 3 could go into 17. Cannot, so you bring down the 17. You use 3 again, get 117. So you have 2, we use 3. 5 cannot go into 17. 7 can't go into 17. 11 cannot go into 17. 13 can't go into 17. But 17 could go into 17. So 17 into 1 cannot, so you bring down the 117, and 17 is 1. So my LCM would be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 17, which is equals to 1224. And these here are seconds, so this will be your seconds, right? So my LCM of 72 seconds and 68 seconds is 1,224 seconds. So when basically what they're telling you is after they have both run 1,224 seconds, they will meet at the same point, right? So now we need to find out the number of laps, because they didn't ask you for the time, they asked you for the number of laps. So we already wrote down that for Nathan, we're trying to find laps. 72 seconds is equals to 1 lap. So we find for 1 second would be 1 over 72, and then you find for 1,224 seconds would be 1 over 72 multiplied by 1,224, which is equal to 17. So this is 17 laps for Nathan, right? And then if we look at Tafari, right, right, they said it was 68 seconds. So 68 seconds is equals to 1 lap. 1 second would be 1 over 68, and therefore 1,224 would be 1 over 68 multiplied by 1,224, right? That's 1 over 68 multiplied by 1,224, which is equal to 18 laps. So they asked us to fill out this little thing here. Tafari completes 18 laps and Nathan completes 17 laps for them to reach at the same point.